Hello everybody, and welcome to Healthcare Sucks. Tonight we're going to call this our after hours show, and I'm probably not going to be much in the picture because I'm going to be showing you other things, but we'll start it off with a reflection shot. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, not so much, right? Alright, let's get back to nature. Tonight we're out walking around. We're going to talk about a little bit about survival, prepping, and basically saving your butt. So let's say you're out, you're with a group, and you're decide in the middle of the night, maybe you even had a couple drinks and it swayed your judgment. So you decide to go out on your own, and you're wandering in the forest. And pretty soon, you're not sure where you're at. And you don't know how to get back to your camp. And you're lucky you have a flashlight. Just so happens, you have a little bag with you too. Because you're not totally dumb. And you're a little bit of a prepper, which a lot of people are survivalists. Most of us are now. And it just happens to be mating season. And you're down. You decide to come down here and look at the water. And then heaven forbid, as you drag yourself out of the water and up on the shore, you are now totally wet. And you hear the sound of hoofs running off. Apparently, you made some animal, deer, elk, not sure what, you went into their territory, and in mating season, you could find yourself getting hurt, not just pushed in the water. Not that I'm going to make you fear all animals out there, just beware of your surroundings. Well, in this scenario, you're wet. You're looking around, you see water, more trees, vegetation, you're soaked. You start wandering around and around and around. And you start to panic a little because you're getting cold. Then you start thinking about those videos by those guys that are out there on YouTube that have taught you some pretty smart ways to save your butt. So you start looking for a place to get out of the air, to get warm. And you see all these trees and bushes, and you're wandering through it all. And you're starting to get colder. And you make your way up. And underneath this tree, you see this great little cubby hole. Kind of shallow, but it looks like you could manage to squeeze in there. Yeah, there might be some bugs, but it's better than freezing your butt off. So you decide, you look out here, there's some wood, you clear your spot where my foot is, clear this all off out here outside of the tree, go around, start looking, get some dry, if there's anything dry, pieces of some of this moss burns. Some of this moss might burn. Let's check this branch. That sounds like it's dry, or at least a little bit. So you get a bunch of really small twig stuff. Like this stuff. Go around, get what you can. You go back. I'm not going to show it to you tonight. I'm just going to tell you. So right here, you get everything put together. Out of your little pack, you're lucky you've got some Kleenex. If you're real lucky, you even had some lip balm. Put a little of that with the Kleenex. And if you're real lucky, you have a Bic lighter in there, or you have a flint. And you start yourself a little fire out here. If you're lucky, you just might live through this night. So you go ahead, you get your little fire going, start to get warmer. Debate whether you pull off clothes depending how cold it is outside. As soon as you can, though, and the fire's going and burning good, you take your clothes, put it out here on some sticks, make yourself some little things hanging over your fire, like these branches, bend them over across your fire. Hang your clothes out, get them dry. You're looking at probably just trying to survive for the night. And this is going to be a challenge at this point. I suggest you don't get too far away. You go out, gather some more burnable stuff when you can. Keep that fire going as good as you can. Not too big, but big enough. You don't want to burn the forest down, of course. And then when you can, I suggest don't move till morning. When morning comes, get your directional. If a creek, and you remember being by the creek at some point, pick a direction, follow it back the way you think you came. Look for footsteps, broken branches, if you can track it all. If you can't, follow the creek one way, look around, listen for people, maybe go the other way. They suggest you don't go too far. Depending if this lasts more than a few hours and what the condition of you're in, you're going to have to make a decision whether you set out or you stay put. That's a decision only you can make, and only you can make in that situation. Therefore, use your best judgment. Look at your condition. If you don't have no food, if you have river water, you know, they say don't drink it, but if it keeps you alive, it keeps you alive. And then make your decision on how long you think to stay put. This is my own opinion. If I spent a second night out here and didn't get rescued, I'd be looking for a way out. Because at this time of year, personally I live in Oregon, so I'm going to say anywhere that's cold and damp in the wintertime, it's not going to be berries. It's not going to be much to eat unless you really have done your homework and you really know how to identify plants. So with that being said, I hope this helps you. And this is our first evening show. So we're going to just end it with a peaceful thought now after that journey and let you listen to the water for about 30 seconds.